Good evening, growers. It's December 22nd. We're down here in the bedroom, and it was a good week. The plants have definitely gotten bigger. I've moved them all down a little bit and spread them out as much as I can, so they got a little more space for the next 10 days, and they'll be in great shape to go in to flower and replace the other room. So you can sort of see they're in rows. There's 3 plants. 3 more, another 3, and that's 12. And here's our 4 Kush. And here's the scrawny little clones from last week. They've grown quite a bit. Starting to look like plants now. And here's the ones that were in the tray under the single light. And there's the Royal Gorilla and Kosher Kush. These are all Gelato and Sour Diesels. And these here are Sour Diesel and Gelato also. So there's the bedroom. Didn't do much. Installed the T5. Moved the fans around. Got a little better airflow in the room, kind of cleaned up that area, put in a T5 so I can veg the plants over there, and then I'll have my other light just up underneath the dome. And then I should be able to do my clones, and then move everything down to the bottom part before they come out into the main room and get sized up before they go into flower. So as you can see, there's lots of tops on all these plants. Got a pretty nice uniform height. We got the one plant that, here's that Sour Diesel, the same one that's upstairs in the tent. And you can see it was a little bit taller last week, and now it's 5 inches taller. And I did a bunch of super cropping, as you can see on it, but it just doesn't slow it down. So the Bubba Kush are getting closer in size, but not quite ready yet. I need to pot these other ones up into 5ers. So that's the bedroom. And thanks again for checking out my garden. Good afternoon, growers. It's December 22nd. This is the Crop King tent. It has Gelato and Sour Diesels. There's 5 plants in 5-gallon buckets and 500-watt bed panel. So the plants look super happy this week. They've recovered lots from the defoliation. Buds are starting to develop nicely now. They're all praying. Everything's going great. Other than the canopy's not that even. So there's that monstrous girl. I should know that big bud's gonna be something else. That thing fills all the way in, it'll be 2 feet long. So some fantastic branches all the way to the top this time. Plants look super healthy. They've been getting 700 ppm of food this week. Let's go and take a little peek. So that's 4 weeks from flower start. They're small, but this is a 10-week strain, so I'm not expecting it to do much in the beginning here. Okay, let's take a look at the next room. Try to be a little steadier and slower. Last time when I watched my video, I was all over the place with the camera. Crop King's got some nice genetics. And here's the second room with the Sour Diesels and Gelatos. And same thing, 5 plants, and I probably only should have put 4 in here. The center one's just become completely crowded from the other 4. And the big one in the back here just has fantastic flowers coming along. That's definitely going to be the keeper pheno, I think. Of one of the 2 anyway. We'll see how it looks when it's all finished. So same thing, the plants are all super happy, nice and green, braying away, and they're also under 500 watts. This is the 3500K spectrum, and you can see the plants are much more compact. So I really like that. That'll come in handy. And that's all for this pile of plants. Okay, we're at day 57, and here's the main flower root. Today will be the start of full flushing. I've been cutting their food down over the last couple days. And now we'll start cleaning up the media. Make sure we get all the salts out of there and all the fertilizers. Let these plants finish up over the next week, 10 days. Got lots of buds that are starting to fall over now. Got to tie up some of them. This Kush plant is finally starting to frost up. Doesn't have amazing resin production. But it smells good. Nice looking plant. The other pheno is the one that I'm after for sure. Here's some of the LSD. Let's pick one here. This one's easy to do. There's the Bubba Kush that I like. You can see she's heading down now. And the blueberry. Has just some monster-sized buds on it. Look at her go. Those are big. Just to put it into perspective. But you can see we're at about 70% red hairs now. Most of the trichomes are showing up under the scope cloudy. Still quite a few clears and no ambers. It won't be long now. Canopy's really nice and thick. And even the bottom buds down here. Look really good. So there wasn't much to do in here other than keep watering them and keep feeding them. And that's all. And again, thanks so much. Have a terrific week. And we'll take a video before we cut these things down.